I'm back. I'm back, my YouTube babies. Okay, so I said we was gonna start off with that phone call I got when I was in the girls' home about my sister. Um, that call was one of the worst calls I ever had, and it was a call that I got early in the morning. So like now I'm like still to this day, and she passed away in 95, and I'm still scared of early morning phone calls. Like I freak out. What's the matter? What's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Everybody be like, just chill out. You know, a lot of the times my family won't even call me to tell me no bad news early in the morning. But um so the people from the home took me to my grandmother's house, right? From my grandmother's house, I had them take me to where it happened at. All I can remember saying is that's where she at. We gotta go get her. Come on, let's go get her. Take me to her. She need me to come and get her. You know what I'm saying? That's all I remember. I just wanted to go get her because she was still in that spot. She wasn't gone. She was here. She was here. She was just hurt. You know what I'm saying? And um she just needed us to come and get her. So my auntie put me in the car and she took me to where it happened at. It was crazy. And I say it was crazy because it was intentionally done. This wasn't an accident. This wasn't somebody hit you from the back end. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. He literally jumped on my sister and was going 95 miles per hour down Lakeshore Drive. Okay. And you can see the ski marks for like 2 to 3 blocks, but there was no other cars in sight. So you mean to tell me a car pushed you and made you go that fast because you got out unwounded? You just had a broken arm. You got out unwounded. What made you swerve to her side instead of just hitting it head on? You went to the side. Her head went through the window and her neck broke. You did that on purpose. And then you stole all her belongings. On top of it all, 2 years involuntary manslaughter. You just got out on parole, and that's all they gave you. And he moved like 4 blocks from where we lived because all while he was incarcerated, all he kept doing was asking for my sister kids. What do you want to see them for? You don't have nothing to say to them. Like, no, they not going. They not going. They don't need to see him. So stop requesting that. It ain't nothing you gonna say that's gonna bring her back, and you still here. Either way I go, my sister wasn't there, y'all. It's the reality of it. She wasn't there. She wasn't there. It was all on the news the night before. Yep. My sister was at the morgue until that morning because they didn't know who to contact until they got her belongings and looked in her purse and seen that my grandmother's phone number and address was in there. So they are the ones who got in contact with my grandmother to let her know what had happened. Because none of these other people would even tell. Like, people is crazy. People is crazy. And just to think, she's supposed to have been out with us, and she chose her best friend, which is his cousin. Her best friend failed to tell her that he was out of jail. She wasn't good enough to get that memo, and she didn't get it. The best friend didn't tell it. All the best friend knew is she wanted him to take her home. But she came with you. Why can't you just take her back to her house, to her car? What are you taking her home for? In her car is at your house, and she needs to go get her kids. What is he taking her home for? I didn't understand. And why couldn't you just do it? You gave him your car to do it. Because when my sister got there and seen him there, she was ready to leave. Mind you, my sister had been in recovery. So she wasn't trying to be around those people, places, and things. She wasn't. So she was trying to get away. Trying to get away. Y'all, just the best iced coffee. I make the best iced coffee. I'm gonna start selling it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But that was a hard one for me, y'all. That was a hard one for me. And then I was supposed to be her I was supposed to be her beneficiary because at this time I'm like 18. I'm supposed to be her beneficiary or whatever. And um it just so happened that my legal guardian knew the insurance man. And it was so funny that everything that I was supposed to get to hold for her children, my cousins and my uncle got it all. I'm talking about car, her Section 8, her furniture. Nothing was given to her children. And that's it's crazy. It's crazy. I had some praying hands of hers, and I don't know how I got a hold of them, but I had both of them. And when my niece got older, I gave one of them to her because I thought it was important for her to have something to remember her mom like that she can touch outside of a picture or a few pictures, however you want to put it. A picture is very sacred. But when she have so much other stuff and it was supposed to go to you, and you see it go to other people and they get dogged. Like the car went bad fast because the person didn't take care of the car. The furniture went bad fast because it wasn't being taken care of. It was somewhere where it wasn't supposed to be. That's like my niece giving me three living room tables, two round ones and one middle one that's shaped like an oval shape. She gave me those tables in, I'm gonna tell you, she gave me those tables in 2007. She gave me those tables in 2007. Y'all, they still, I still carry them things around everywhere I go. They done been from Milwaukee to Indiana to Decatur, back to Chicago, back to Decatur. Like, yeah, I'm not giving up those tables. My niece gave me those tables. I'm not giving them as many times as she said, "Girl, would you throw these tables away?" Like, no. Well, let me replace them. No. Like, I hold on to stuff. You know what I'm saying? I like for my kids to get stuff. Let them refurbish them. You know what I'm saying? Certain things is just like that for me because I had nothing of my mother's. Nothing. I have nothing that I can say was my mother's. Nothing. Not a picture, not a nothing. I do have a picture. I sure do. It was with my niece and my brother and my two brothers because I call my nephew my brother because when his mother died, which is my oldest sister, he was only 5. So he stayed with us the whole entire time. So I call him brother nephew. That's what we call him, me and my little brother. You know what I'm saying? So I got a picture of us, my niece, my brother nephew, me, and my mom. I got that one picture. And it was given to me by my niece. Cause where all the other pictures go. Cause baby, my mama was a partier, honey. My mama loved on everybody. Everybody knew my mom. Everybody knew my mom. Everybody loved my mom. Everybody called my mom mom. They loved her children. And to this day, they be having little picnics and stuff. They be having little picnics and stuff. And my nephew and my brother still go to these picnics. And they still ask about me. Y'all, I don't remember half of these people. I love them, but I don't remember half of them. It just shows how far you can put stuff behind you just to try to move forward, you know. But all that transpired, and at this point, I thought I was okay. At this point, I realized I'm not okay. I'm not okay because I haven't seen my father. I couldn't even remember if he was at my sister's funeral. I don't know. She was so young. Y'all, that was my baby. And that was the hardest the loss that I ever could have experienced. It was the hardest. I thought this thing that I called life was over for me because I couldn't call on my sister no more. I couldn't get her to braid my hair anymore. I couldn't tell her about poor relationships. We couldn't compare notes, even though I was way younger than her. She could have taught me so much. I said I wasn't gonna have one of these moments on here, but I can't talk about that girl without feeling something. I'll have me a best friend right now. And sometimes it's just like, why you take her out of all people? Why you take her away from me? My kids needed to meet her. My kids needed to see her. When they was young, I needed to send them to her house so she can watch them because they was getting on my nerves. It sucked. It still sucked. I look at kids and they look so much like her. They smart like her. They feisty like her. Now understand what they feel, and I can't even say because I lost my mother too, but I didn't know what was going on with my mom. I didn't even get the whole she ain't never coming back thing. Like I literally can't even. I don't know. I can't even tell y'all nothing